Would you like for this Christmas to be an ordinary Christmas or a great Christmas? I was talking to a father who said his son had just come home from school and he was excited to be home. He couldn't wait to see his mother, father, brother, sister. And when he came home, he went to start helping his father in his business right away, which his father had never seen him do that before. Pretty dynamic. And then he went to help his mom, and he helped his sisters and his brothers do their homework and get stuff done until their school ended, because they were still, in high school. And, he talked about how exciting it was in his first year of college, but he couldn't wait to be there. And it was like fresh wind, fresh fire. When he came in, it was dynamic just having him there. And then all of a sudden, the father saw it change. And he saw his son stay in his room a little bit longer. And when he came downstairs to be with the family or to interact with others, especially mom and dad, he'd have his head hung a little bit and he'd be sad a little bit. And maybe he'd have a frown on his face. And his father remembered that look before he went to school. And he's like, wow, what happened? So he went up to his son's room and he knocked on the door. And his son said, come in. And he said, I just want to ask what happened. When you first got here, you were excited. You were stoked about being here. And now, it's like it changed. And he said, well, Dad, one, you don't even knock. You just come in the room. You just, you may just give this pitter-pat knock. And you just burst in the room and just start asking me questions. And his father was a little sad, right? And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, you don't even knock, and that's not really working. That's, I remember it used to be like that, right? And it's just, that's one thing that bothers me. And let me think about it, because there's other things that are kind of bothering me. It's like I don't want to get in trouble. It's like I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for something that I have nothing to do with, and I don't want to get in trouble. And right then, Mom walked in, and when Mom walked in, he said, I just need to think about it. And he looked at Mom, the son looked at Mom, and he said, at that point, his son just, let me just think about it and I'll let you know. And as the father went to walk out, the mom said, I don't see any of that. And the father said, what? But I wasn't, first off, I saw it, I know it's there, and I went to ask him, and I wasn't saying that to you really. Right? And I get that you may not see that, but just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there, right? Something changed. And so later, the mom said, I think you're just putting stuff in their head. I think you're just, and now he's going to run with that. And he's like, but what if it's something that's there? What if it's something that's wrong? And let's be clear. What I'm sharing with you right now has nothing to do with gender. It has nothing to do with the mom or dad. It has nothing to do with male or female, because that script could be flipped. What it has to do with is a person that's being willing to face the ugly truth and a person that may not be willing to face the ugly truth. And the ugly truth starts off really small, but it escalates. And it can really escalate and spiral out of control. The dad saw that his son changed, and he just went to check in to see what changed and why it changed. And just him doing that, his son kind of glistened, and you saw the gleam in his eyes again, right? And what happened, his son kind of bounced back, because he's like, wow, they really, really care. My dad really, really cares. So the bottom line is this. There's times when we're not facing what I call the ugly truth, which starts off small, so we can get to the grandiose and the wonderful truth where we have better relationships, better expectations, save time, and everybody is better for it. There's times when we miss that mark because we're the leader, leading our subordinates, our people, employees, our children. Don't do that this Christmas. We have an opportunity to make this a wonderful Christmas. Check in with them. Find out what's going on. Now, that's a really tough thing, because there could be retribution for them. There could be kickback, right, if they actually share that information. So I'm kind of leery of that. I'm going to definitely share more. And what I'd like to do is be able to share more so you can really grow. The whole purpose of this is to serve you at the highest level. So if you want more of that, subscribe. Put your email in. Not going to sell your email. Not interested? Unsubscribe. Not, if you're not interested even right now, you can turn it off. That's fine, right? But some of you may want more. And if you do, I want to serve you at the highest level and share with you what I've shared with hundreds of leaders to help them turn their companies around, to help them turn the relationships with their children around, and the people that they lead around. Let's get this done. Let's get it done. Put your email on the link, and I'll send you, the next time I'll share the next level of that. Merry Christmas. And I love you.